In a significant display of military commitment and strategic alignment, the United States has deployed hundreds of M1 Abrams main battle tanks to Poland as part of its broader effort to reinforce NATO's eastern flank. This large-scale deployment is seen as a direct response to the ongoing Russian military aggression in Ukraine and the growing concerns about regional instability along NATO's eastern borders. By increasing its military footprint in Eastern Europe, the U.S. aims to deter any hostile moves by adversaries and reassure allies that their security remains a top priority for Washington. The move also underlines a shifting defense posture in Europe, where rapid deployment capabilities and forward-based deterrence are now central to NATO's operational planning. The M1 Abrams tanks, recognized for their superior firepower, mobility, and heavy armor protection, were initially transported by sea to ports in Germany before being moved overland to Poland via rail and convoy operations. The logistical coordination behind this deployment involved months of preparation and close cooperation between U.S. European Command, NATO logistics centers, and Polish military authorities. Once in Poland, the tanks were distributed to forward operating bases, particularly in the eastern part of the country near the borders, with Belarus and Ukraine areas considered vital for surveillance and rapid military response.
So back up.
These forward locations allow U.S. forces to maintain a high state of readiness and drastically shorten response times in the event of a conflict escalation. Accompanying the Abrams tanks are a wide range of support vehicles and systems, including armored personnel carriers, recovery vehicles, engineering equipment, fuel trucks, and advanced communications units. This deployment is being carried out as part of the rotational presence of an Armored Brigade Combat Team, ABCT, from the U.S. Army, which regularly cycles through Eastern Europe under Operation Atlantic Resolve. During their rotation, U.S. troops will engage in joint exercises and interoperability training with Polish forces as well as with other NATO members. These exercises are designed to improve combat coordination, logistical efficiency, and integrated battlefield awareness among Allied forces. Poland has welcomed the U.S. military presence enthusiastically, viewing it as a critical pillar of national and regional security. The Polish Ministry of Defense stated that this deployment not only strengthens NATO's deterrence posture, but also enhances the bilateral defense relationship between Warsaw and Washington. In recent years, Poland has invested heavily in upgrading its military infrastructure to accommodate large-scale Allied deployments, including building new training ranges, ammunition depots, and maintenance facilities. Polish officials have repeatedly emphasized that a robust and visible U.S. presence on Polish soil sends a clear message to any potential aggressor that NATO stands united and fully capable of defending its territory. This strategic deployment is also aligned with broader NATO defense initiatives, focused on strengthening the alliance's rapid reaction capabilities and force posture in Eastern Europe. The arrival of Abrams tanks enhances the defensive shield of NATO by providing a powerful ground combat element capable of engaging in high-intensity conflict scenarios. With their ability to operate in diverse terrains and extreme weather conditions, the Abrams tanks represent a formidable component of NATO's deterrent force structure, contributing to the alliance's overall combat readiness and credibility in the region. Military analysts interpret the deployment of U.S. heavy armor to Poland as a clear and unambiguous message to Moscow that NATO will not tolerate any form of aggression against its members. The presence of Abrams tanks along the alliance's eastern frontier dramatically increases the combat power available for defense and significantly raises the cost of any potential hostile action. It also underscores Washington's unwavering commitment to Article 5 of the NATO Charter, the Collective Defense Clause, which stipulates that an attack on one member is considered an attack on all. Beyond its strategic symbolism, the deployment highlights the logistical capabilities and operational readiness of U.S. forces to rapidly mobilize and sustain heavy combat formations across continents. The successful transport and positioning of such a large number of armored vehicles and support systems demonstrate the U.S. Army's ability to execute large-scale operations with precision. For Poland and other frontline NATO states, this capability provides not only a military advantage, but also a psychological boost in the face of ongoing regional security threats. The infrastructure improvements undertaken by Poland in anticipation of such deployments further enables seamless integration of Allied forces. Ultimately, this deployment reflects the United States' enduring commitment to collective security in Europe at a time when the geopolitical landscape remains volatile. By placing hundreds of its most advanced battle tanks in Poland, the U.S. is not only fortifying NATO's defensive posture, but also signaling its readiness to confront any challenge that may arise. As tensions persist and the future remains uncertain, the reinforced U.S. military presence offers reassurance to allies and serves as a deterrent to adversaries, strengthening peace and stability across the European continent.